This video is for anyone who wants to get £20,000 a year tax-free investment income in the quickest time possible without relying on totally unrealistic growth rates or investment amounts. I'll break down how it could be possible in a realistic time frame starting from scratch. So if you're 18 now, you could be getting this 20k a year tax-free income by your 30s. Or even if you're 40 now thinking, shoot, I haven't even started properly investing, there's no way I'll be able to retire early. Well, you could be getting this by your mid-50s. Think about all the things you could do with £20,000 a year tax-free. More holidays perhaps, take your foot off the gas work-wise, just do a 3-day working week, or maybe just the ability to reinvest it and create even more wealth so you can retire like a proper boss. Well, stay tuned to find out how it's all possible. If we haven't met before, guys, I'm Bourne. I'm a financial planner specialising in helping people achieve financial independence early, tax efficiently. Subscribe if that's your thing, and let's get into it. I checked out a video recently on Mama Furfur's channel about getting 20k a year tax-free income in 8 years. I thought it was a good video overall, broken down well, as all of Jennifer's videos are. Her channel's helped tons of people take positive action to improve their financial future, which is brilliant. There were a couple of things I picked up though that I thought were probably unrealistic. The first one was the growth rate of 9.8% a year. She used that because she said it's been the average return from the S&P 500 index over the past 40 years or so. Now, whilst that's true, most analysts would agree it's highly unlikely to be the average return over the next decade. The S&P 500 has been helped over that period by the huge boom of the 1980s and the massive amount of liquidity that has fed the rally of the past decade, a decade dominated by growth stocks, which are the main driver of the American market. Based on today's valuations, which are high by any metric, it's extremely difficult to see how market returns could be anything like 10% a year consistently. Vanguard predict US market growth to be sub 5% a year on a 10-year view. The other problem was assuming that the 20k a year would be generated from growth after 8 years. So you just take out the growth and it's topped back up again for you. Now, even if 9.8% a year was realistic, that presupposes that you'll be getting a fixed return of 9.8% every year. But you won't, of course, because 9.8% is an average return, not a fixed annual return. When you invest in stocks, you'll have some phenomenal years with 20% plus returns, but you'll have years where your values go down. Over a long period, the average might be 9.8%, but it certainly won't have been a straight line. So what happens when you do get a negative year? Not only have you drawn on the capital, you've drawn on it while unit prices have been going down, which would have exacerbated the loss. If your value has dropped from 200 to 160k because you've been taking capital while prices have been falling, even if you get 10% growth again the following year, that's only £16,000. So you'd be eating into your capital to get your 20k. And you do that again the following year and the year after that, and so on. That's what we call sequence of returns risk. The other assumption she made is that you've got £20,000 a year to put into ISAs. And there's not that many people at the age of 18 or even at the age of 40 who can afford to invest £20,000 every year. So with all that in mind, I don't believe 8 years is realistically achievable unless growth is well beyond all expectations. We do want to make it achievable though, within a reasonable time frame. And with the right mindset, a bit of creative tax planning and investment returns more in line with expectations, it is definitely doable. Now, like I said, I'm going to tell you how to do this starting from scratch with absolutely nothing. But we can't just magic money out of thin air. You do have to have some money to save regularly. And whilst I'm not going to assume that you can save $20,000 a year, to build this sort of passive tax-free income within a 15-year time frame, let's say, we need to find a way of getting your savings up to around £1,000 a month. And you might be saying, wait, stop the tape, I haven't got anything like £1,000 a month. Well, this is where our brains have to come to the rescue. Committing yourself to building a £20,000 a year tax-free income in a short time frame is going to require you to think outside of the box. We can't just wave a magic wand. If you haven't got £1,000 a month, then you need to find it. So here's a quick list of some ways that you can generate extra cash. Sell some storage space you've got at home on StoreMates. Sell some advertising space on your car on CarQuid. Get a lodger. Offer your services to do odd jobs and specific tasks on TaskRabbit or Airtasker. If you've got design skills, computer skills, or you're even willing to do some data entry, go on sites like Fiverr or Upwork. Create t-shirts, mug designs, or other printable items on sites like Spring for zero cost. Or, dare I say it, do some deliveries for companies like Uber Eats in an evening. And that's before you've even looked at how you can save a bit of money on unnecessary expenses. And trust me, by the time you've done a combination of those things, you'll start to see extra money that can be invested regularly. So with money available to invest, we can then move to phase 2 of our strategy. And if you're getting any value from this video so far, guys, remember to hit that like button below. Now, I must say right here that this plan is to create a totally passive tax-free income, which doesn't require any hands-on involvement from you while the money is being accrued or when you're taking it out. Some people might say you could build £20,000 a year much faster by starting a business or starting a property portfolio. That is true, but those things require a lot of hands-on involvement and work. What we're looking to build here is a passive tax-free income. So what that means is we're going to have to use tax-free investment wrappers to invest into. And most people will be aware of the ISA, the individual savings account, which shelters all income and gains from tax. But in order to reach that 20k a year tax-free income, we'll need to try and increase the contribution amount by getting some tax relief. The most common investment vehicle that provides tax relief is a pension, but that won't be any good if you're young and trying to achieve this income early, because you won't be able to touch a pension until you're at least 57. There are certain other investment vehicles though that provide tax relief but aren't age locked like pensions are, such as venture capital trust or VCTs. I did a deep dive into VCTs in a video quite some time ago, which I'll link on the screen now, and I'll put it in the description below if you want to check that out after this video. Essentially though, a VCT is a collective investment vehicle which allows you to get a 30% tax relief on any contribution as a refund from HMRC. So you pay money in and you get given a certain amount of money back, 30% in the case of VCTs. So that means if you paid in £10,000, £10,000 would be invested, but you'd also be given a cheque from HMRC for £3,000. As well as all that, all of the growth and income is tax-free too. So a VCT kind of combines some of the best bits of pensions and ISAs in one. VCTs are higher risk investments though, and you need to be aware of that. They invest into smaller companies, which are often quite young and not listed on a stock exchange. So that means liquidity is not as good as with other investments, and there's a higher failure rate among the companies held. As well as that, in order to keep the tax relief, you need to hold the VCT for at least 5 years. In return for the higher risk though, there is of course the potential for higher returns, and some of the biggest VCT providers also offer a share buyback service where they buy shares back from you at the end of 5 years to improve liquidity. If you understand all of these things, a VCT could be well worth considering, but it might be best to stick to the largest and best known providers of these things, such as Octopus. How can we turn this £1,000 a month into £20,000 a year tax-free income then? Well, starting with the investment return, let's assume we can get growth of 7% a year. Still ambitious perhaps, but this would tie in with many high-end 10-year forecasts for the UK and also for certain emerging markets. We'll then assume that the £12,000 annual investment is split between a stocks and shares ISA and a VCT. 40% into the ISA and 60% into the VCT. So that means £400 a month or £4,800 a year would be going into the ISA at a 7% annual compound return, which we can see from the calculator side here produces around £125,000 over just 15 years. A VCT may provide a bit higher growth potential, so we'll increase the growth rate slightly to 8% a year for this. They also have minimum subscription amounts, but these are usually around the £3,000 to £5,000 level, so 7,200 would be possible. They don't allow regular contributions though usually, so this would have to be saved and invested annually. Over to the calculator site again, we can see that 7,200 a year at 8% would produce around £188,000 over 15 years. So that means we've then accrued over £312,000 based on those assumptions. But don't forget, we've then got the tax relief on the VCT contributions as well. The £7,200 paid in every year would generate a tax refund of £2,160. If we were to reinvest those back into the ISA every year, that would create an additional £52,000 approximately. The total of all of this would be around £373,000 over 15 years. And we then have a number of options. We could leave the money invested in the same way and draw from the existing investments, perhaps taking tax-free dividend income from the VCT, or we could reallocate the investments into a more cautious portfolio that produced less growth but was also less volatile. Let's say we decided to do that and we reallocated the investments so they were producing around 4% per year. We'd do it in stages because we'd have to wait for some of the VCT capital to become available and also to feed it gradually into the ISA environment from a general investment account, because we wouldn't be able to put all of that money straight into an ISA due to those £20,000 a year subscription limit. But let's say we did move into that more cautious environment and we started taking 20,000 a year out. This table on the calculator site shows that if you started with £373,000, you'd be drawing down on capital each year, but it's projected to last around 32 years. Not your whole life, perhaps, but certainly a good period of time. And remember, that 20,000 is tax-free, and it's equivalent to about £24,000 a year taxable income at the moment. So there you have it, a potentially realistic way to get a tax-free income of £20,000 a year in your 30s, if you start young, of course. Now, nothing is guaranteed, but I can promise you that committing to a process like that will put you ahead of probably 95% of other people, if not more. Remember, if you've enjoyed this, let me know by hitting that thumbs up button, and until next time.